Welcome back to the action. This is Tucker with Spanish Fork 17. On the left side of the court here, we have the Purple Cobras facing off against one of the favorites to win everything tonight, the Squirtle Squad. And a great toss is made there, leading to an elimination, maybe the first elimination. And it looks like a catch was made there in between the legs, something that we haven't seen tonight, as the player turns around and is eliminated. So as it stands, 2 eliminations from the Squirtle Squad, 2 eliminations from the Purple Cobras. And on the other side of the school, the Knucklers are facing off against the Dodge Fathers. So we'll see the results of that pretty shortly here, as a little bit of a silly elimination is made there, and he understands. He shakes his head as he walks off, thinking maybe I shouldn't have gone for that catch after all. So Team Squirtle with 4 eliminations. Team Let's Go, who has had kind of an interesting path to this, I guess what we would call this quarterfinal game here. Earlier on in the evening, they, let's see if I can get my bearings straight here. Sorry, I kept saying Team Let's Go. This is the Purple Cobras. I think I said that at the start and then did a little switch up. The Purple Cobras, they've had a little bit of an interesting path to this game here. They won their first matchup during the night against Brent Brown Toyota, who Brent Brown Toyota went on to not win another game after that. Then later on, they lost to the Soldiers, who are looking like one of the maybe fan favorites and just in general favorites to win everything tonight. After that, they were able to, they barely lost to the Knucklers, 1-2. That one really came down to the line though. And then were able to win Monarch Painting. So as it happens, Purple Cobra winning 2 games, losing 2 games, was just barely able to stay in things here. And here they're making a very impressive showing against the Squirtle Squad. Now the ref gives a countdown there. There is a rule here that that you're not allowed to retain all of the balls in your possession for more than 5 seconds. The ref will give you a countdown when he sees like something like that happening. And now, after a quick turn of events, the Purple Cobras are left with only 4 players after they had a very strong showing at the beginning of the game. And on the other side of the floor, the Squirtle Squad has 4 as well. So everything's even, flush, 4 apiece here. We'll see what happens in these final seconds. And as we've seen, some of these bouts take a long time to get going and all of a sudden heat up very, very quickly. Now, nothing happens on that bout of throws, as an awesome dodge is made by the player on Squirtle Squad. He's able to get over one ball and then sneak under another. And as I was saying earlier on in the evening, after the Squirtle Squad had a couple very dominant wins, a lot of teams here have the ability to make the ability to make good throws. Not every one of these teams has the ability to make great catches, and the Squirtle Squad has proved to us a couple of times that they know how to do that pretty well. On the other side of the floor, Team Let's Go has also proved that they know how to do that pretty well. So now, after it looks like on the far side of the court, one of the Squirtle Squad players is pretty frustrated with the result of what happened just barely. He thought that the ball hit the floor first. Everyone else, including the refs, thought the ball hit his hand first. So there's really nothing to dispute there. Maybe he can come back the next game and get a different result. So after a couple good dodges, it's really coming down to the wire. Team Purple Cobras left with 3 players left. Meanwhile, the Squirtle Squad has 2 players. They've been really resilient throughout the evening. Maybe they get a victory, a much-needed victory here. And Team Squirtle Squad looks coolly off in the opponent's direction, and they and another quick dispute here. It seems like this game, especially where we're here in the quarterfinals, and at this point in the tournament, it is single elimination. So if your team loses, of course it's the best out of 3. Then when it comes down to it, you will be instantly eliminated and the other team will move on further in the bracket. So Squirtle Squad is kind of up against the ropes here in this specific game. They may be able to turn around and get a win in the next game of this matchup and turn around for a victory on the far side. Now everyone's kind of trying to just gauge what each other's going to do. Here comes a terrific throw, which is easily batted away, as is that one. And a great dodge there. And players eliminated from Team Purple Cobra. Now, if I'm being terribly honest, it's really just impressive at this point in the evening that Team Purple Cobra is still hanging around. And that's the game right there. Team Squirtle Squad tries to go for the money ball shot, which misses short, and they're able to make the easy catch on the far side of the court. So now Team Purple Cobra, despite all odds and despite the Squirtle Squad being one of the favorites for this tournament, Team Purple Cobra turns around and says, hey, we want to be here. We're going to get through the nitty-gritty. We're going to hang around. You can't get rid of us that easy. We'll see how this second game goes. And it looks like we're down 1 ball, trying to figure out what happened to the last ball. So although it hasn't been quite decided yet, the team that wins this round will go into the semifinals, where they will face the first placing team from the other bracket. The first placing team has had a little bit of a rest. They had a bye for their first game of the seeded bracket, so they'll have full spirits. They'll be ready to take on whatever contender comes their way as we line up and get ready for the second game of this matchup. And our official makes his way back onto the court. It looks like we were able to track down the ball, and we are ready to go. And there's the starting whistle. Both teams make a mad dash to the middle. One of the players steps over the line. It definitely looks like the Squirtle Squad came out on top of that exchange. They eliminate 2 players from the Purple Cobra Squad. Meanwhile, after a great toss that went all the way to the back of the room, a player from the Squirtle Squad is eliminated, as is a player from Purple Cobra. So as it sits right now, 3 players are eliminated from Purple Cobra. Meanwhile, 1 player is eliminated from the Squirtle Squad. And another great tag there, making it 4 players eliminated from Purple Cobra. If they're gonna try to get a different result out of this game than what's coming towards them right now, then they better change things up quick. They just barely got 2 players out, and they know it. So after a quick turn of events, the first game was a pretty decisive victory. Maybe a little bit of a nitty-gritty, but for the most part, it seemed like Team Purple Cobra had a pretty clear command throughout the game, and here in the second game, Squirtle says, hey, we're the reigning champions from a couple of years ago. You're not getting rid of us that easily. And now as it sits, there's one final player from Team Purple Cobra. Meanwhile, he's getting stared at by 9 hungry sharks, and an incredible catch is made by the player of Purple Cobra Team Squirtle Squad, wearing the Jazz shirt. He's able to fall over backwards, catching the ball in his shirt. A little bit of showboating for the play that lands the final blow here. So now Team Purple Cobra, if they're able to turn around and hang in this, they're going to have to get a win right here. But if this game looks anything like the last game, then the Squirtle Squad is the clear favorites. But only time will tell. And the whistle blows for the third game. It's kind of hard to figure out who got who. The ref just makes the easy call and says, I'll just go ahead and have both of you eliminated. And there goes a couple deadly heat-seeking missiles, and it only yields one elimination from the Purple Cobra side. Each team is taking this match very seriously and playing very carefully. They know too many eliminations early on can end up with the effect that happened from last game, where they lost a lot of players right at the beginning and were never able to fully recover. The throw goes way off to the side there, and that was a pretty crazy throw, and it goes right in between his legs. A pretty impressive dodge. Now this would be a sport that would be greatly benefited if an official could watch all of the action here in slow motion. Obviously, officials aren't able to catch everything, so we count a lot on the player's integrity and hope that it is up to snuff. In a lot of cases, we've seen that it has been, and maybe in an equal amount of cases, we've seen that it hasn't been. A great elimination there to a player from the Squirtle Squad that really just wasn't paying attention and gets smacked right in the arm. Both teams measure each other up. No throws are being made, but that is bound to change quickly. And that one rockets into the back wall. However, doesn't find any player. And not much happening right now. However, the game is slightly tipped in the favor of the Squirtle Squad, who has 7 players on the court, compared to the 5 of Team Purple Cobra. And some easy dodges made there, and another duck and dodge. And here comes Team Purple Cobra. And he wasn't quite able to dodge that one. It hits him right in the leg, and he walks off the court. So now Team Squirtle Squad is looking at maybe wrapping things up in the next couple of seconds here. However, we have seen the Purple Cobras fight back from some pretty daunting odds. We'll see if they're able to turn this one around. And it looks like they find flesh on a couple of the throws there. And now it's down to the final player from Team Purple Cobra. She's arguing that that one hit her right in the head. And then an easy catch is made on the other side. So that wraps up the evening of action for Team Purple Cobra. They'll go home without the result that they were quite looking for, but it's still impressive that they made it this far into the tournament. Meanwhile, the Squirtle squad with a pretty strong victory on the other side of the action. We'll see you guys in just a moment. This is Tucker with Spanish Fork 17.
All right, hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Spanish Fork Recreation 2023 Thanksgiving Dodgeball Tournament. We are into our first round of bracket play here in Gym B. Dodgefathers on the left and Knucklers on the right. We haven't seen Knucklers in this gym tonight. They've been playing on the other side and doing quite well apparently if they're over here tonight. These teams have not faced each other tonight, at least not in this gym. Nice solid catch by Dodgefathers. Two players out on the right for Knucklers. We're down to the last final matches of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever wins this will go on to play against Let's Go in round 2 of bracket play. And whoever wins that will go on to play in the final for the win. The whole enchilada, the whole taquito, burrito, and churrito. That's always his pet food. The whole lasagna. Both teams with a renewed vigor because they know they're finally in the bracket play, and this is really for all the money here, or for the chance at all of it. Still, it is getting later in the evening, and all of these teams have been playing multiple rounds after multiple rounds tonight. Nice catch. Brings his teammate back in and knocks one out on the right. Knucklers at 4 players. All agile, all energetic still at this point of the evening. I do remember Knucklers from previous years, or at least I remember some of their team members. 4 versus 10, 9. It's still anybody's game. And a solid throw. But a miss. And no kick. Dodgeball interlude, the dodgeball breather. The dodgeball arena takes a collective deep breath, preparing for the action to resume. Oh, there it is, a solid catch. Knocks the player out on the left, brings his teammate back in. Toss, throw, and in the shins. Just that quickly, he's back out. Goes for the catch and he's down. We're down to just 2 players remaining on the right. Knucklers still holding on 2. Dodgefathers urging caution not to overextend themselves. Knucklers down to just 1. Money ball is in effect. At this point of the night, you should know what the money ball is, but just in case you've just tuned in, so close. Moneyball means if he makes a basket, the solo player makes a basket on the opposing team, his entire team gets to come back in. I guess he's out. Okay, Knucklers is down, so Dodgefathers have taken round 1 of our first match of competitive play here in the bracket. They're swapping sides to eliminate any chance of home field advantage. Refs are getting things set back up. 8 balls down the center line. Dodgefathers probably feeling the adrenaline rush, having just won the first round of the match. Knucklers feeling hard pressed, but then a renewed vigor to fight back and take the win. Several outs, a couple of catches. Balls in the face of the audience. I took one earlier today. A couple of solid hits, some serious connections. Both teams rushing the line. Nobody afraid to hold back. Nobody trying to hold back. 2 outs on both sides. One gets called back in. It's 9 versus 8. In favors of the Dodgefathers. Dodgefathers ready to make an offer that the Knucklers can't refuse. And a hit. catch, but it came off the ground, so it was a dead ball. Remember, the black line is the boundary line, but they can step over the back line, just not the sides or the center. And a throw. Solid throw. Misses the catch, and he's out. Sometimes all you need to deftly dodge is just a little wiggle. Give it a little wiggle. Probably should have listened to that. Sorry, I can't listen. Sure you're editing that. Furious battle continues. Solid hit. Nice low in the action. Launching dodgeballs like tactical missiles. Aiming for victory on the battlefield of fun. That's right, dodgeballs with military precision. These players are the elite forces of the invasion. That's throw it a miss. Well, sometimes, you know, doesn't always go to plan. 5 versus 6. Furious footwork. Furious fancy footwork. Furious fancy footwork. Fortifying. Fast, ferocious. Palisades of firepower. Swing. 4 versus 6. Most of the dodgeballs on the right side. Turning fire to the left. Nice deflection, bounces it back for the opposing team to collect it. We've seen a lot of pretty exciting things tonight. 2 sudden death matches, several tiebreakers, a lot of hard-fought battles tonight. Team on the left conferring amongst themselves, deciding on the plan of action, while the team on the right takes the opportunity to catch their breath, build energy up for the next assault. Team on the left swings, throws rather. Throw, and a miss. Nice deflection, and a catch. There's a bounce. Reckless really making a comeback. Their own quite nicely. And a dribble. Easily danced over. Solid throw. Heavy hitters out on the court tonight. Nice deflection. Almost catches it. Catches the bounce. Solid throw with a deflection. Strategizing a new attack plan. And a fire. And a fire. And a return fire and a catch. Brings the player back in. Knucklers up 1. Dodgeball is now down to 5. Which puts 5 on each team. They're evenly matched. Similar skill levels, similar experience at the game. some of their decades of passion leading them to this point in their lives. Who's going to come out on top? Only be one. Knuckles now down. Oh, sorry. Knuckles now pressing their advantage, whittling the enemy team down to just 3 players to their 5, turning the tables. Can they capitalize on it? Ref says he's out. Looked like a bounce to me, but I don't call the shot. Sound like a ref. 1 play remains, which means the money ball is in effect. Can he capitalize on it? It's up way too high. Dead ball because it touched the wall. Those balls are hard to judge for the money ball. Nice deflection. Goes for the catch and he's down. Gives that win to the Knucklers that time around. We're going to go into the tie-breaking round. This one's for all the injuritos, taquitos, burritos, whatever Eatos you like. Why are so many Eatos delicious? Enchilito, nacho burrito. All right, 8 balls back on the court on the center line. Dodgefathers on the left. Knucklers on the right, and they're off to the line getting almost all the dodgeballs. He didn't go with one. Hotly contested call. He was clearly out. Perhaps made the right call, probably. I don't know. I take no sides. I don't know the answers to any of life's questions, except for 42. I know that answer. The question of life, the universe, everything. 42 rounds of dodgeball. Love. Big thank you to all of our teams that come out and compete in this wonderful competition every year. Nice catch. Oh, and returns a favor. Knocks away. Yeah, a double. It was a live ball. 7 remain on the right. Solid catch. Full strength on the left. Knucklers down to 6. Full strength for the Dodgefathers on the left. Keeping up on the line of attack. And a nice deflection. Returning fire and a failure to connect. What's the other one the same? I'd eat it. A little in the action while all people are sizing each other out. Let's get the microphone back in place. Knucklers holding on with 5 members. Most of the dodgeballs in the hands of the Dodgefathers. Oh, solid hit. Still 5 versus 10. It's anybody's game though. Sizing him up. Taking aim. And a throw. He definitely dodged right out of all of those. And he makes the catch. Brings it back. He wasn't out. He wasn't out. Refs aren't calling it. He was in. He survived. It's getting intense. tie wears on, we get closer to that final victory. You can't throw the ball whatsoever. Oh, the action's getting furious. Tensions are getting high. People are still having fun. It's all in the spirit of goodwill. And a solid throw. As our opponents weigh their opportunities. So and a catch, makes the catch, brings the ball back in. The Knucklers now up 1. Something we haven't talked about today is that if you get brought back in, you have a 5-second force field around you, which means you cannot be tied back out immediately on coming in. Makes the catch. However, if you pick up the dodgeball in that 5 seconds, then you're fair game. Deftly dances around. There's dodgeballs. Oh, wide open, solid hit to the chest. That thing was like a precision sniper shot fired right out of a powered rifle. 4 players on the rack. Whittling them down. Both teams have won one round of the match each. So whoever gets this is going to go on to the next round of competitive play, one step closer to that championship. So throw, deflection, and it's caught. He's out. Brings the player back in. Good deflection, good catch. Some nice teamwork. 3 versus most, 2 versus most of the other team. Even that little tick on the leg, that was enough. Players weighing their options, sizing things up. Dodge Fathers in no hurry, waiting for the Knucklers to make their moves. And the throw. Deflection, didn't get the catch though. Solid hit the chest. It's now 1 player left for the Knucklers. Can he hold out? Can he bring it back? This is the perfect opportunity for a miracle in the form of a money ball. We haven't seen a single money ball made tonight. Money balls are risky. You're wide open to attack when you try to make it. There's a time limit when there's only 1 person left, so he can time out. The other team's just got to wait him out, but they're not allowed to hold the ball for too long. He made a connection, he got it out. It keeps play going. Got it out, resets the timer. That's getting pretty intense in here. Don't throw your arm out. 30 seconds, money ball's up. Quick. He's got like 10 seconds. You gotta get it out or get that money ball. Or you're going to lose by default. Ten seconds. Got a shot up. Oh! That's the game. Valiantly fought. That means the win goes to the Dodge Fathers by default. Congratulations to the Dodge Fathers. They'll move on to the next round of bracket play against Let's Go.